Europe shouldn't allow itself to be vassals. And obviously, we're talking about the United States, but now we have surrendered all our autonomy, and there's no rational thinking anymore. It's yeah, again, cliches and hatred, which is that Europe seizing the sovereign funds of Russia by legalizing theft is just, they use moral arguments for it, but it doesn't make any sense. I mean, imagine if countries around the world would start seizing our funds for the countries we have invaded, or, the United States for Iraq. It wouldn't make any sense at all. It's a complete collapse in trust, so it's self-harm. But it's impossible to speak against it in Europe, because if you're loyal to Europe, you will commit yourself to the suicide. Otherwise, you're a stooge of Russian. And now we're making matters much, much worse. We're now speaking openly about stealing Chinese assets. And this is so absurd, because for a long time we recognized if we want autonomy, we have to diversify our economic partnerships. We can't tie ourselves to only one. But now we're cutting ourselves off of everyone. So
Glenn Diesen is a professor at the University of Southeastern Norway, USN, and an associate editor at the Russia in Global Affairs journal. Diesen's research focus is Russia's transition from the Greater European Initiative to the Greater Eurasian Partnership. Diesen has previously published 10 books, a multitude of journal articles, and is a frequent contributor to international media. The war in Ukraine is a symptom of the collapsing world order, revealing the dysfunction and illegitimacy of the West's liberal hegemony. A Westphalian world order is reasserting itself, although with Eurasian characteristics. The negative aspect of think tanks is the power they wield, from controlling information to functioning as a waiting room for politicians out of office. Information is power, and a think tank's business model has been established that sells political influence in Washington and manufactures consent among the public. The military-industrial complex is the dominant donor to think tanks, which results in a bias toward military solutions and perpetuating conflict.